Welcome to the Peaceful Wellness Podcast with me, your host, Deb Phelps. If you are ready to unite with your true nature and find the calm you need to go through this journey called life, then walk a while with me as we learn to be resilient with mind, body, spirit modalities. I am a meditation teacher, mindfulness coach, sound healer, yoga specialist, and these and other modalities have helped me to truly find peaceful wellness within. So let's take a mindful approach together now. Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Peaceful Wellness with me, Deb. As we continue our journey and bring to a close our September's theme, Harvest of Self, Cultivating Inner Wisdom and Nourishment, this week we delve into storing wisdom. And just as farmers store their produce for the cold winter months, we too can capture and store the wisdom from our lived experiences. So today on the show, be sure to stay tuned as I have a journaling prompt and a guided meditation. And also be sure to get this week's workbook to go along with this episode at debphelps.com/podcast. And most certainly join with fellow travelers on our Peaceful Journey to Wellness Facebook group, debphelps.com/Facebook group. When we moved to Wisconsin in 2004, and we began to familiarize ourselves with the scenic country roads, local farms, and rustic barns, and plus a beautiful retreat center complex far out in the country, where we actually hosted spiritual retreats on many an occasion. Here in the country, I felt a profound connection with nature. Each turn of the season here tells a tale. The spring brings with it fresh blooms, symbolizing new beginnings. Summer, with its endless golden days, urges us to act, to seize moments. Fall is about harvest, reaping the rewards of our efforts. And winter, in its silent beauty, is a period of introspection. I find myself following the same rhythm of the seasons too. Now, these environments provided a gentle reminder of the importance of storing wisdom, much like farmers who store their harvests for the coming winter months. And just as the earth has its cycles of growth, bloom, and harvest, so do we in our personal journeys. For me, the act of reflecting and storing wisdom isn't only metaphorical. I often find solace in revisiting old meditation journals. These journals are like treasure chests filled with insights and realizations and wisdom from various chapters of my life. It's always enlightening to see how far I've come and the lessons I've imbibed along the way. Each page, each note reminds me of a certain phase, a particular challenge, or a moment of epiphany. In these pages, I've stored my own personal harvests of wisdom. And just as the seasons naturally change, there are different seasons in our lives. The beauty of these shifts is that they provide varied experiences and lessons. Each season, be it spring's renewal, summer's vibrancy, autumn's harvest, or winter's introspection, has its own wisdom to impart. The autumn harvest season teaches us the importance of reaping what we've sown and recognizing the fruits of our labor. It's a time of gratitude, acknowledgement, and preparation. In our personal journeys, it's vital to pause and acknowledge our growth, cherish our accomplishments, and yes, embrace the lessons we've learned. No matter how many of those there have been, I know for me anyway. And such introspection makes us more resilient. It makes us grounded and ready to face any future challenges that come our way. And every experience, be it joyful or challenging, provides insights. But these revelations can fade with time if we don't take a moment to preserve them. So I invite you to think about the important lessons you've learned over the past months or even years. What insights have stood out? What patterns have you noticed in your reactions, your behaviors, or decisions? So I've learned important lessons in my life, particularly when I've had these health challenges at different times. I've noticed how I can, or have been, I should say, applying mindfulness to test results, to the biopsies and other tests. I've been able to carry my practice into these challenges that have come my way. You see, by consciously reflecting and storing these insights, we create a reservoir of wisdom. And this reservoir becomes a beacon, guiding us in moments of uncertainty or when we're at crossroads. So every time I have used my practice, particularly mindfulness, in dealing with these health challenges, I can recall how I felt when I did, like when I had the biopsy, how I was able to breathe through it and be mindful of my breath and be there, be present, and not experience a lot of distress because of it. So that is my beacon that continues to guide me. And with every preserved insight, we equip ourselves with tools to navigate life's intricacies more effectively. Winter in Wisconsin paints a canvas of contrasts. The stark white snow against the deep blue sky, the bare trees standing resolute. Well, it's a time of stillness in nature. It's also a time of preparation. Animals store food, trees conserve energy, and the earth replenishes itself. This act of winter preparation parallels our need to fortify our minds for future challenges. It's about equipping ourselves with tools, mindfulness practices, affirmations, and lessons from our past. These tools ensure we remain resilient amidst life's storms. Just as we wrap up in layers to protect against the cold, wrapping our mind with positive affirmations, meditative practices, and remembered wisdom, it keeps us grounded and warm too in the face of adversities. As autumn later transitions to winter, nature prepares for the colder months ahead. Similarly, we must fortify our minds to face those future challenges. Life is unpredictable, don't we know that? I certainly know that for myself. We can't predict anything. Well, we can't always foresee the challenges ahead of us. We can't prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally, just like I mentioned earlier with my health challenges. And the practice of meditation, mindfulness, and reflection serves as our winter prep as we are moving from fall into winter. In a short time, it will be here. By regularly engaging in these practices, we bolster our mental strength, we bolster our resilience, and we train ourselves to approach challenges with calmness, with clarity and confidence. By storing the wisdom from our past experiences and lessons, we ensure that we're better equipped to face the future, no matter what it holds. So journaling is a profound tool for reflection. And so I invite you to do this activity with me, or you can pause and do it another time. But you can listen along as to what I'm asking you to think about and to reflect on. So take a moment to think about the past season of your life. What were its highs and lows? What lessons emerged from these experiences? So our first thought, our first prompt, describe a recent challenge and the wisdom it brought you. And our next prompt, reflect on a joyful moment and the insight it provided. Our next prompt, identify a recurring theme in your life and ponder its significance. And our last prompt, visualize the upcoming season. What do you hope to harvest in terms of wisdom and personal growth? So, my friends, engaging with these prompts will provide clarity and reinforce the value of storing personal insights for future reference. Let's move into our guided meditation for today. This one is the Luminous Library of Wisdom. So as we begin to embark on this meditative journey together, I invite you to find a comfortable position, whether sitting or lying down. Close your eyes if that feels right for you. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for a moment and slowly release it out. Do this a couple more times, feeling the rhythm of your breathing, letting go of any tension or tightness. Imagine yourself standing in front of majestic wooden doors. They are intricately carved, showcasing symbols and designs from all walks of life. Above the doors is a sign that reads, "The Library of Wisdom." With excitement, you push open the doors and step inside. You're immediately enveloped in a warm golden light. library is vast, with shelves reaching the high ceilings. And each book on the shelves radiates a soft, gentle glow. As you walk through the aisles, you feel drawn to a specific section. These books represent different phases of your life. Each one is titled with a year. You reach out and touch the spine of a book, and it opens up in your hands. Inside, you find not words, but images, sounds, scents, snapshots of memories. Every page turned is a different day, a different lesson. This is your personal reservoir of wisdom, chronicling every moment of insight you've ever had. Spend a few minutes here. Leaf through the pages. Revisit memories. Allow yourself to truly feel the essence of each wisdom you've collected. Now, in the center of the library, you notice a large wooden table. On it, there is a blank book with your name engraved on it. This represents your future. It's where you'll store all the wisdom you'll gather in the coming days, months, and years. Approach the table and take a seat. Take a deep breath in and out. With your heart and mind open, invite any new wisdom or insights from the universe to flow in. Feel the energy entering your being, filling you with knowledge and clarity. After absorbing this new wisdom, imagine jotting down symbols or words in this blank book. These symbols represent the essence of the new wisdom you wish to carry with you. Gradually rise from the table. With gratitude, place the book back on the shelf, knowing you can return anytime to add more or to seek guidance. As you walk back to the entrance, take one last look around. Feel the immense gratitude for this sanctuary of knowledge and this insight that is always accessible to you. Slowly push open the doors and step out, bringing your awareness back to the present moment, to the space you're in. Feel the wisdom you've stored, both old and new, pulsating within you. Taking a deep breath in and slowly exhaling out. When you feel ready, gently open your eyes. And remember, the wisdom you seek is always within you, waiting to be discovered. Thank you for sharing this enlightening journey with me today. Remember, every day brings with it wisdom. It's our task to harvest and store it. And you might be interested in venturing into mindfulness coaching with me to ground yourself in the now, illuminate clarity, and discern your own reactive patterns so you can be empowered to consciously respond. I offer a free 20-minute discovery call to explore this together. Go to debphelps.com/coaching. And I invite you to stay updated with me at debphelps.com/news. And be sure to explore our online studio or our in-person studio here in Madison, Wisconsin. You can join expert teachers for meditation and yoga, energy healing, and sacred circles. There's really something for everyone. And finally, join our live Zoom Peaceful Wellness podcast circles every first and third Friday at 12 noon Central Time for enriching discussion on our month's theme and weekly topics. I hope I see you soon. And until we meet again, cherish every lesson life offers. I wish you peace, my friends, until next month, when we explore whispers of autumn, embracing change and finding balance as we move into October. Thank you for joining with me today. For my weekly classes, meditation and modalities on-demand library, self-study courses, and private sessions, visit my website at peacefulwellness.org.